was cold that day. My job, working for the man known as Ocelot, was awful. I hated every second of it. Being a personal assistant to a man who was clearly plotting something ridiculous was difficult, but I had no other choice. Stuck in a miserable existence, I wished every day for something to change, looking desperately for anything that would pay better money than where I was. Ocelot was an awful man, but he paid extremely generously. A few more months, and I would be entirely debt-free. My worries gone. I worked crazy hours for crazy pay. I would love to say I felt undervalued, but I was being paid more than enough. Every day was incredibly boring. Until I met him. The alarm sounded that day, and I was escorted to safety. The guard seemed different. Different from the usual asshole of a man who would manhandle me if there was an alert. He seemed more gentle. His hands were kinder. He was wearing gloves. But I wondered if his hands were soft or if they were calloused. You are not the usual man. No, was the answer. His voice was different, deeper, more rough. The kind of voice that sent chills down my spine. Who are you? I asked, grabbing his arm and pulling him back, using more force than I normally would because he was big and strong. I'm going to get you safe. You are not a guard, are you? If you don't cooperate, this will get a whole lot harder. Am I being kidnapped? No, I wouldn't kidnap you. I'm here to help you. They say that there is a great man, one who excels at disguise. I found myself getting closer to him, my hands instinctively reaching for his face. He pulled back, not wanting me to touch his skin. You don't know what you're doing. I know exactly what I am doing. I reached again, the compulsion to touch his face. May I? The Adam's apple of his chin bobbed as he swallowed hard. I could see the thought in his eyes, deciding if he could trust me. He caved, and slowly moved his face close to my hand. His warm breath dancing over my red cheeks, my green eyes lost in the mystery of his dark and brooding ones. There was a lifetime of pain and suffering in those eyes. Just as I thought, this is a mask, I said as I finally made contact with his face. You are a smart woman, but I already knew that. I have been watching you for a while. I am a woman. We keep our smarts hidden. But never mind that. You are the one they call Solid Snake. Ocelot has you trapped in this company like a dog. Do you know what he plans to do with the thing they call Metal Gear? I have heard of the name, but not what it entails. A weapon of mass destruction. With my hand still on his fake face, his gloved hand caressed my arm. I should have been terrified of what he was telling me, but I was so excited by his touch, drawing slow patterns on my bare skin, leaving a tingling sensation as he went. Someone as pretty as you shouldn't be working for Ocelot. If I didn't know any better, I would say you're flirting with me, Snake. I don't flirt. His hands never stopped circling and drawing, sending shivers down my spine again and heat straight to my core. His other hand found the small of my back, pulling me in close. Everyone flirts a little, I said. Not me. I don't have time for romance or whatever else. There's a world to save, and a lot of bad people to stop. The fate of the world rests on your shoulders. That must be quite intense. Your eyes are so beautiful. He seemed to ignore everything I had just said. Completely lost. Before I knew it, our faces were leaning in closer. His breath hitched for a moment, as if he was realizing he would regret this later. But he didn't seem to care, as his lips met mine gently. His hand left my arm to meet the other at the small of my back, pulling me ever closer to him. My hands cupped both of his cheeks, our lips battling for dominance. Just when I was about to part, he pulled away. We have to go. The electricity in the room fizzed and disappeared. You're just going to ignore whatever that was? The world is resting on my shoulders. I can't do whatever that was. It's dangerous. Distracting. Putting the entire fate of the world on your own shoulders is no way to live. If I don't do it, no one else will. He was angry, his teeth gritting together. It's obvious we have chemistry. Why won't you admit that? You don't even know me. You don't know the things I have done. The things I will do. Even in the next 100 lifetimes, I will never be the man that I believe is good enough for you. The unspoken words I never got to say still live in the back of my throat to this day. He put me in a car with a man in a lab coat driving who took me far away from Metal Gear and to safety. I noticed on the way, as tears streamed down my face, that he had stolen my access pass and that I would probably never see him again. If you enjoyed this scuffed as hell and very embarrassing self-insert written fanfiction by me, then please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, follow me on my Twitch, check out my streams if you can, and if you would like to support me and support the channel and help content keep running, please consider checking out my links in the bio. You can get 10% off your order at Advanced GG using the code UNICORN10, for example. You can check out my links below to see where you can find me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Let me know if you would like to see more of these. Bye!